All right, we're gonna do Ren today, a little more Ren. I've been thinking about Ren, and I was like 2 months ago, I did High Ren, and then I did Money Game Part 3, and people were like, there's an order to this, and you went out of order. I'm like, okay, well, someone was like, you should listen to Money Game Part 3, so that's why I did. So then I found out there's this whole like tale of Jenny and Screech, and that there's like an order, and there's like multiple tracks that were then put together. And so today, I'm going to react to The Tale of Jenny and Screech, which, from what my research tells me, is like a few parts combined, like Jenny's tale and Screech's tale. And I think these people have to do with money games somehow, but I don't fully understand it yet. But it's okay. That's why I react. I don't know what I'm going to watch until I watch it. Last time I did this, I did I typically type because I don't want to pause all the time, but then people were like, "But you're missing so much. You're missing so much." I assure you, I will probably have to. These are so deep. He's such an artist that I'll probably have to watch these more than once anyway, just to understand, like to scratch the tip of the iceberg. And so I'm not sure. I'll either decide that I want to type, I'll either decide that I have to pause and talk, or I'll either just talk over it. I don't know. It's like I just kind of be organic. And the only thing that shuts me up is like I eat an atomic fireball while I'm watching. Otherwise, I like. Anyway, we'll see what I decide. Okay. I have no idea what I'm in for. And so I'm just going to like let it roll right now. And we will just see how shocked or not shocked or just captivated I am. Because I was very captivated by High Ren and the Money Game Part 3. Okay. Nice acoustic guitar, Spanish style.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it. Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Okay, I'm guessing that's the first part. That's really good. His voice is so good, so versatile. Shame. And it's a story. He's such a good storyteller. In general, I love music that's a story. I think that's how stories used to be passed down was through music, because you can remember the stories better if you have a music with them. Um, they're just such good, like the fact that earlier he called her a statue, and then he says he stabbed her. He didn't say like, it's a very artsy way to put it, like of her getting stabbed. It's like the statue turned to butter, like assuming that that's like bleeding, and then she's like laying on the concrete. The high-heeled shoes, just that she's getting robbed, but it's just him just in the alley singing that. It's just the acoustic guitar and his voice, and it's really nice. It's very effective. So yeah, it's a sad story, but the way he sings it, it's so beautiful, even though it's like obviously a very tragic, sad story. And I hate violent crime, and I hate crime against women, like typically. But it's nice to, I guess, it's always good to talk about things because they are societal problems. Like, you know, random muggings do happen, and it's really sad. And sometimes people get hurt when they're robbed, and I don't know. So let's just keep going.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away. Hey, babe, are you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Okay, so that's the other part. All right, so now we saw Jenny's perspective of getting unalived, and then Screech getting caught by the police and then shot 4 times, and he does a really good job of the 4 shots with the guitar. You have to remember, like, he's just with a guitar on a street singing, and we're getting so much detail. We're understanding the entire story without drums, without electric guitars, without an orchestra, like just him and a guitar. And it's all you need. He's like a modern day bard, you know? Bard, like in The Witcher, like the guy that walks around and sings and stuff. That's like a bard, right? Ren's like a bard. It's really great. He's like this modern day storyteller, and he's doing it with, in this song, just the voice and him, the guitar, and it's so effective. Like, I'm really drawn in. I don't even think about, it's like I'm just drawn to the story. I'm not even like thinking about the music. You know, I'm always like analytical. I'm a musician, so I'm always like, oh, chords. I'm just kind of like drawn to the story and the words, and I'm not really thinking too much about how he's playing. And I really appreciate that, because I'm usually like, oh, look at the chord progression, look at this. And instead I'm just like, wow, this is a really compelling story. All right, I wonder what the next story is going to be. Is it going to be from the perspective of the cop now? Like, I'm like, this is really interesting, and it's a very interesting way to tell a story, to switch like the main characters, you know. Hospital sound. It's Violet.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Okay, I need to think about that. So, all right. Violet is abused by her father, stepfather. I wasn't exactly sure. I think it was her father. Sexually and physically abused, and I guess she gets beat to death, which is really messed up. And then she's 9 months along, and there's a baby. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech. Okay, so the only way I think this can all be related is that if Violet is the mother of Jenny and Screech and they are twins, and then they were like given up for adoption so that they didn't know they were siblings, and they end up tragically both dying on the same night because Screech is a crime guy, robber, whatever, robs Jenny. And then Jenny dies, and then Screech dies from the police, and then Violet is in this too. I liked that one. I mean, I liked them all. I really liked the Violet song though, just how that it opened, the different things he did with the guitar. The story was so sad. I kind of like this because it's like really real. It's like these stories could all be really real. They're really things that happen, sadly, in our world, and you hear about them all the time. It's also a little bit true crime because I love true crime. And so it's like listening to true crime, but it's a song. So that's also really cool. So it's like combining two things I like. It's just kind of messed up. Like I know it's like weird that we all are obsessed with true crime, but these stories are so realistic because you hear about these kind of crimes every single day. Um, you know, people mugging someone, violent robbery, and then if you are on the run from the police, it's probably likely you will get shot by the police, unfortunately. But You know, if you're a violent criminal, it's probably what is, I don't know, it's probably going to happen. You're running from the cops and you just murdered someone. Um, and then so sad that like Violet's abused, and then beaten to death basically while she's 9 months pregnant. So that's pretty messed up. I mean, this is like a total downer song, but he does it so well. You know, when he's like so intense and he like goes straight to the camera, and he has both his like narrator voice. He's kind of like always the narrator, like he's always the bard, but he sometimes when you're like in the song, you really feel like you're immersed. You're like change rooms, and I'm like seeing it in my eyes. Like I'm seeing like Jenny's bedroom, not Jenny, Violet's bedroom, right? I'm seeing the bedroom, and I'm able to see all the symbolism, even though I'm just here watching Ren in the dark streets, in the alleys, in the hospitals. That the reverb of the hallway was really cool in the hospital stuff. So yeah, I'm sure I missed a ton of stuff in this because he's so deep and there's so much to it that I don't think you can even get it all in one watch. That's why I do reaction videos, because I get to do things. And this has been on my mind, okay? Like, I have been so bogged down in a good way. Like, I've been getting a lot of tips, and so I've been doing all those tipped requests, and I love it, and I'm so thankful. Like, I really am so grateful. But then sometimes I'm like, I want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes I'm like, no, no, no. Put the tips aside for now, Erica, and just like do what you want to do. And I've really wanted to see all these Ren songs. So this was so different than the other ones. Like, High Ren was just like him and talking about his like struggles with his, you know, mental health and illness and all that. And then the Money Game, I think that's part of a whole story that I don't even understand yet. Like, because I only watched Money Game Part 3, but that was like it was very much talking about society, like, you know, capitalism. And there was just so much about like problems in capitalism and stuff like that. So it was like very all telling. This one was very personal. Like, this one was like, this is a very plausible, sad things that happened to 3 people in London. Like, it was like very direct, and it was very personalized. I feel like much more personalized than the Money Game. But maybe I need to see the whole Money Game saga in order to really understand, because I think I missed a lot by only watching Part 3. But I also don't mind that I did that, because I was like very surprised, and Money Game Part 3 was really good. So wow, this was so good. I need to now deep dive. Please let me know what else I need to listen to, or what I should listen to next, because I don't want to accidentally watch, like, what if I had only watched Violet's Tale and I hadn't watched the entire Tales of Jenny and Screech? I had to like kind of search it before to be like, wait, how does this work? Like, and then I found out there's like it's like a all 3 together kind of thing. And so then this video had all 3, whereas had I clicked on this one, it would have just been Jenny's tale. And then this one's separated into playlists, right? So on this one, this is in like a different order. See what I'm saying? So like that video I just watched was all compiled. And that's the kind of thing I want to make sure that I find out. Whereas had I just watched Violet's Tale first, that would have been not the right way, right? So that's what I'm trying to avoid. But I also am like coming in late to this, because a lot of this stuff was 6 years ago, 3 years ago, you know, like, and I'm like, oh man, I'm discovering this now. Like, oh man, I'm late to the party, right? So anyway, please let me know. And by the way, how do you do that? If you go to the top of my page and you click on the link tree, it'll come to my link tree. And if you do the request form, it goes into this really nice form, and then I can just keep it all organized and cross it out. Like, I don't think I have. Let's see if there was any other Ren suggested that I haven't done. I don't think so, because Ren is just coming up as the word different. It's not coming up as his name, so it's just interesting. Yeah, there haven't been many Ren requests put in at all besides the initial ones that I did, so anyway, just trying to figure that out. But yeah, it would be nice if it ends up on my spreadsheet, because then I don't lose it and I mark everything off green when I finish it. And that helps me also like search like what I've done. And as my channel grows, it's just like every day I'm making more and more videos, which is great. I love this. I love what I'm doing. I can't believe this is like becoming more of like a side job. And it would be like such an amazing thing if it becomes like my full-time job one day. But in that, for now, it's like just side, you know, side hustle. So thank you so much. And that was a really amazing song, a realistic story, and it had like 3 important characters that you really connected with, and then kind of a twist at the ending maybe. And I'm curious about that. If there's more about these people in other songs, I'd be very curious to see how they're developed. Thank you so much for watching today, and please subscribe. And members get like early access to my videos. They're usually up 2 weeks early for members on both my YouTube channel and my Patreon. And then members, I just have like, you know, you can like message me. I have like chats and stuff like that for members. And that's about it. Otherwise, just watch my videos on YouTube. They're for everybody. So thank you so much and bye.